are fish.
Coming at us, baby.
The Marlin and Bisbee'S Black and Blue have been the star of the show for 40 years, and these fascinating leading ladies never show their age. Thousands of anglers have chased the glory over the decades, and now they do it again.
The fact that I have the privilege of doing this is unbelievable.
From beautiful Los Cabos, Mexico, I'm Todd Harris, here at Bisbee'S 40th Black and Blue, the richest fishing tournament on the planet. It's an event that has survived multiple hurricanes, an international economic downturn, and now a global pandemic. It just adds to the rich history of this amazing event. Earlier this week, I spoke with tournament director Wayne Bisbee about Cabo's longest lasting tradition. Was there any doubt in your mind that the Bisbee'S 40th was going to go off this year?
As I sit here now, I'm going to tell you, hell no. Reality-wise, dear God, yes. I mean, for the most part, we didn't know whether we were in business, out of business until pretty much July.
Can you imagine this event being anywhere other than Cabo?
No. I mean, Cabo's just the perfect fishing place for something like this. I mean, you've got wind blowing on one side of a peninsula, go to the other, vice versa. How many places have that? They've got one direction to go, so to speak, where the fish might be. A marina big enough. I mean, you go down to Central America, there's not a marina that can house a couple of hundred sport fishers showing up for an event, etc. So no, Cabo's, it's a natural place to do it. I mean, we were limited, our tournament, as it grew, we grew side by side to the town. I mean, if somebody put a new charter boat in, okay, good, the tournament can grow. I mean, it was virtually, throughout the 40 years, we've occupied the entire fleet. As it got bigger, we got bigger, along with hotel rooms. As they got more, we got more. You know, we grew simultaneously with this town.
You know better than anyone that the teams out there do a great job as a group on the water, but you have your own team. Is there any way you could pull this whole thing off without the team that you bring here to Cabo?
No, God, no. I mean, they're a little squirrely, but 3/4 are family, actually. I've got my kids here, I've got a cousin here, I got my sister here. Up until recently, I had my dad here, and hell, I had my grandson here one time. We had 4 generations year before last, all handing out bags, stuffing boxes, doing whatever. And then, of course, friends of ours. But the team kind of just has been here for years, you know, so they know what to do, and it's kind of an autopilot. Everybody's got their thing. It makes the management side easy.
You brought up your dad, the legacy that Bob Bisbee and Cabo, they kind of go together, peanut butter and jelly. What does that legacy mean to you and your family, and then continuing the tradition?
It means a ton, especially when you're down here for it. I mean, this was his literally favorite place in the world to be. He had no idea what it was going to become. I mean, it was friends back then, and it was an excuse to come to Cabo with your buddies and have fun. And that's literally how it started. It wasn't designed to be what it is by now.
For someone that's never been out there, what's it like for you to be on the start boat and you're given the final instructions about 7:45, the hopes are high and there's millions of dollars on the line? What's it like for you when you get ready to do that countdown?
You know, what's funny is I tell people about the start for 30, 40 years now. I tell them all about it. Every time, I mean, look, it's starting. I get goosebumps every time I start telling you what it's like. And you got to see it. The videos are neat and all of that, but when you're there, I mean, think about the logistics. You know, I mean, you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars of hardware lined up, and all of a sudden full throttle. And I mean, it's a mile wide, that start. And I get goosebumps literally every time I start telling it. You got to come down and see it.
Give me a moment that maybe stands out in your mind over the 40 years. Doesn't have to be a favorite moment, doesn't have to be this, but give me a moment that really stands out. You're like, I'll always remember that when that happened. Was it something at the scale? Was it?
Yeah, you know, kind of some of the marquee moments were the first time we gave $1 million check away. And one team, we just broke $1 million. I remember telling everybody, you guys, We got to get pictures of this because this is never going to happen again.
Final couple questions, and I'll let you go. What's it like? A lot of people don't know. What's it like signing a multi-million-dollar check?
You know, my claim to fame, if I have one, is that I've been a multimillionaire more times in my life than any of these big boys out there. They tend to figure out how to keep some of it. I haven't figured that part out, but son of a bitch, I've been a multimillionaire, and right now I'm a rich dude. 48 hours from now, back to the poorhouse.
And if Bob was with us now, what do you think he'd be thinking about this whole, where it's at now? What do you think
He's standing right here to my left saying, will you guys quit screwing around and point that video camera at a girl or something, or a fish that they want to see? They're not down here to look at you guys. I mean, that's exactly what he'd be saying right now. Quit filming yourselves.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, he had some sayings and some direction. He's still yelling at me, don't worry. Yeah. If you quit looking through life through the bottom of a beer bottle, maybe that'll get done. I mean, no, he's still yelling at me.
Thanks to Wayne Bisbee for his time. The teams are making their final preparations before the start. It's amazing to think that this event has been going for 40 years. So the obvious question we asked, what's lasted 40 years in your life?
We're here today to fish the Big Mama.
Tequila!
We're amazed at the amount of people who just said, the hell with this pandemic, let's go fishing.
Hey, the only good thing about wearing a mask, I use my teeth.
I was here in August and this city was dead, so it looks like Bisbee's bringing it back again.
What do you have in your life that's lasted 40 years, personally?
Myself. That's about it.
Almost 40 years sober.
Oh, just our friendship, you know. We've been friends for 50 years. There's nothing like this. There's nothing like being here with the brothers. We get to do it once a year, and it's our best time of the year.
Absolutely no doubt about it in my mind. We're going to win.
But if you don't win, are you going to still walk away with a smile on your face behind that mask?
Yes.
In the 40 years of the Bisbee's Black and Blue, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you since you've been down here in Cabo?
Craziest thing, trying to rodeo a humpback whale for 8 seconds. It was tough.
This is your Super Bowl.
It's my Super Bowl, that's right.
Oh man, this has been my dream since I was this high, and I bought this boat 3 weeks ago to make this trip as a 55-year-old man coming in, getting a childhood dream, coming to win the Bisbee.
You say this is something you guys put on your calendar yearly? This is a not miss event?
Absolutely. I tell my work year out, I'm like, hey look, I'm blocked off for this section.
What's the key to being a winner? Because you've done that before, so how do you duplicate it?
Well, some people use skill, we use luck.
Woo! Are you willing to take the 8-ball challenge?
What's the 8-ball challenge?
The 8-ball challenge.
So I already put the crazy thing is, what's the 8-ball challenge?
I have no idea what
the 8-ball challenge is.
8-ball, from what I remember, I don't want nothing to do with.
Because you know the 8-ball never lies.
Are we going to win with an 800-pounder?
Better not tell you now. Some intrigue is afoot here at the Bisbee's.
8-ball is 2020 about to be my year.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
What is it?
It says don't count on it.
All right, Daddy Rabbit gonna win the Bisbee 2020.
Wow, you're going there. And it says...
Oh, very doubtful.
Go with the first one.
Mentiroso.
Fake news.
The question is, will any of us make it to the boat tomorrow?
And the answer is, as I see it, yes.
Right answer. That's the right answer.
This is going to be insane tomorrow on the start line.
On a deceptively quiet morning, the Bisbee's ease into the first day of competition, poised to wake up Cabo with a bang.
We're going to have special Baja Cantina girls on the boat because of the COVID restrictions. I can't have that many people on the boat, but we can't not have Baja Cantina girls. So pay attention because we still got to give the guys what they want.
Governor Mendoza, what does it mean to have the Bisbee'S here for the 40th year running?
Well, it's first and foremost a great pleasure to have for the 40th time this world-class fishing tournament. But this year makes it very special, not only because of the 40th anniversary, but because of the year we're doing this. And it has called my attention that we're having more contenders than last year, and the prize are going to be higher than last year's when COVID was not around. So I'm very glad to send this message to the world that if you organize well, that if you take the proper preventive actions, the economic activities like this can be done, and tourist destinations have an option to open again and start the flow of tourism to Baja California.
We're just moments away from the start of the 40th annual Bisbee'S Black and Blue, but before we do that, let's listen in to Wayne's final report.
Everybody behind the start line. We've got a record purse for you today to let you know for the first time we are over $4.6 million on the line, and we've got 127 boats in the tournament. So congratulations to you all for getting up to that kind of a number, given the kind of year we're in.
And with that, the 40th annual Bisbee'S Black and Blue is off and running. Hopes are high here as we wait for the anglers to bring their fish to scale. Our virtual crowd is here, and they are excited to see if someone gets $1 million plus payout. Now remember, if no one brings a fish to scale today, all that money rolls into day number 2.
Tournament control, no more reports, end of day 1 of the Black and Blue.
Team Castaway, all right, tell me about the fight today. How was it out there on the open sea?
It was good. The water wasn't too rough today. We saw a bunch of fish. We saw a bunch of tailing. We had a couple small blues hit, a couple stripers hit. Lau caught his first mahi today, so we had some good sashimi. No one landed a fish today, so tomorrow's the big day. We got $2 million, $3 million fish tomorrow.
So you guys are you guys are NFL guys, so that's like walking around money for you, right? $3 million.
We're linemen. We ain't no quarterbacks.
Now, all that money rolls over. So do you change any of your strategy, or do you do exactly what you did today?
Pray harder.
I like that. In Cabo, the Church of the Pacific is always open, but the most poignant question for day 2: where to fish?
So where are we going, guys?
That's the biggest argument of the day. I think we're going Pacific, is that right?
With the pots rolling over, a team could bring in a Marlin for the ages.
The daily jackpot's massive, boys. So stand by, wind everything up. No more making bait, no more transferring anything between the boats, and I'll get back to you.
We're gonna win today, guys.
What makes a great fisherman? Not a good fisherman, what makes a great fisherman?
It's got to be in your heart and soul. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. It almost got to be something that you just eat, sleep, and think about all the time.
We can't agree on anything else but fishing. We get together, we can screw up a cup of coffee, but you get us on the boat, we work as a team, and that's what's beautiful about it.
Good luck today, Bill. You guys, good luck. Just double the daily numbers.
It's easy math, but that doesn't mean it's easy money. The Marlin has to be over 300 pounds, and you've got to be across the board for the big money. Plenty on the line on day 2.
2 minutos, 2 minutes to be across the line there. We did not weigh a single fish, which means your daily jackpot's double. If you're in across the board, that means $2.4 million and change. If you happen to be in the Chupacabra as well, it's over $2.8 million. So congratulations for taking a break yesterday and putting that money up so high.
Bisbee'S Day 2!
4, 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Suerte a todos.
The shotgun. That's the whole thing. That's the best part of the whole deal. Blasted.
What's the key to winning this thing? How do you pull it off?
Dumb, blind luck.
In day 2 action, the team 5 more minutes needed just about 5 more minutes of luck with what would have been a fish worthy of the scales. But they call it fishing, not catching. this turned out to be a heartbreaking multi-million-dollar miss. The only teams with any luck seem to be in the release division. These boats released 14 marlin in the first 2 days. Team Shoe leads the pack with 3 blue marlin. Devin, another good day out on the water. You guys seem to be the hot hand.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a lot of fun. We got a great crew. The guys are hardworking, and we came up with a plan, decided what we were going to do, and stuck to it, and it's kind of worked out. Yeah. Everybody is excited to know that there's a blue one on the line. He comes up and it's not the right one, so the disappointment is right there. You know, it can be close. You know, those fish were only 225 pounds, so we knew right away that it was not the right one. So the disappointment definitely was there. I actually said to my crew today, I said, "Have you ever been so disappointed catching a blue marlin?" So that's what happens. But we're still happy to be where we're at in these last 2 days, and waiting for the big one tomorrow. Hopefully it's the right one tomorrow.
Incredibly, heading into day 3, there are no qualifying fish for the biggest jackpot in sports fishing history. So, what do you do now?
Now I go back to praying. We need to give this money away. Yeah. I've got an altar built in my hotel room that's like, please give this money away.
You know how much money's on the line as it's all rolled on to day 3. Same plan?
Hopefully, you know. I don't know if there'll be much sleep tonight. I can tell you that. There'll be a lot of praying and a lot of wishing.
It's hard to believe we've not been able to put a fish on the hook for over 300 pounds.
We don't need a huge one, just one.
Today's going to be quite the day. It's going to be amazing out there. Everybody's looking at this and going, how much are we going to win?
There is going to be some joy somewhere.
Can you believe it? Today I can't wait till Wayne announces.
The daily jackpots are tripling today. If you're in across the board, including the Chupacabra, that puts you at about $4.2 million, everybody.
It's going to be an incredible day.
We're looking for the big one because we're all in.
Nothing unusual about another beautiful morning in Cabo, other than a $4+ million marlin going about its business in the warm Pacific waters of Baja California.
No more reports, no more reports. It's over, and we have nothing coming to the weigh station.
I wanted to give that damn money away. I really wanted to give that money away.
So that's it. The 40th annual Bisbee'S Black and Blue has come to a conclusion. Unfortunately, no big payouts, and I know how bad Wayne wanted to write some big checks. We'll just have to look forward to 2020 2.0. We hope to see all of you back here again in Los Cabos for another Bisbee'S Black and Blue. Until then, I'm Todd Harris. Adios.
Trish, you ready? 3 checks, gang. We're gonna start with our 3rd place release on the Carpe Diem. For the team overtime, our 2nd place release with 2 blue marlin. Our 1st place release team. And the biggest check we're handing out this evening to the Shoe. How about 62,000 and change for 3 marlin?
Photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. And my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. And my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. can take